with the number 1 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves will select Lamelo Ball. Now, a lot of people thought Anthony Edwards of Georgia would be in this pick. He's a bruising scorer and can play off of D'Angelo Russell, but Lamelo Ball's talent is too tantalizing to pass up. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, he's NBA ready. Lamelo has played in Lithuania and also a very competitive league in Australia. He's a wizard passing the basketball. He can handle the rock and get to any space on the floor that he wants. His size is a definite plus at almost 6'8". The things that concern me about him are his lack of motor, doesn't play hard all the time. He's got a very inconsistent shot. His footwork and body work on his jump shot and his release are a little funky, but that's nothing that 500 jumpers a day in the gym can't correct. He has an upside that is tremendous. He could be an all-star in the NBA for years to come if he can progress and improve on some of his weaknesses. So LaMelo Ball is the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. The number 2 pick in the 2020 NBA draft is James Wiseman going to the Golden State Warriors. James Wiseman, 7'1" out of Memphis, had his college career, his only year, cut short due to NCAA sanctions. But this is a tremendous athlete at 6'7", a left-hander, tremendous rim runner. His offense hasn't developed quite as much as we will see moving forward. He only had, I believe, 12 or 13 games at Memphis, so we didn't get a chance to see his offensive game develop. But he won't be under a lot of pressure to develop immediately because the Splash Brothers are healthy. They're back. Andrew Wiggins came in a trade from Minnesota. Draymond Green will be healthy and be back. And so Golden State will really be back to where they were post-injuries to the Splash Brothers. So James Wiseman is a perfect pick for Golden State. All he has to do is rim run, protect the rim, and get in ball screen actions. This young man can have a tremendous upside and be a valuable piece for Golden State returning back to one of the elite NBA teams. The number 3 pick in the 2020 NBA draft will be Anthony Edwards to the Charlotte Hornets. Anthony Edwards, a lot of people thought would be the number 1 pick based on his tremendous scoring ability at 6'5", 230. He's got a tremendous body, NBA ready right now, can score a number of different ways, dropped 37 on Michigan State early in the season, last season. He's shown the ability to score in the paint. He's got a silky smooth jump shot. He can go left or right with the rock off the bounce, and he can take smaller defenders into the post. His shot selection was questionable. His leadership did not show through for Georgia. His shot selection was shaky at best at times, but I think at the NBA level with the floor spacing and the ability for him to get one-on-one in space, he could become a devastating scorer for the Charlotte Hornets. The number 4 pick in the 2020 NBA draft by the Chicago Bulls is Tyrese Haliburton out of Iowa State. Tyrese Haliburton is a fantastic prospect. In terms of intangibles off the court, he's probably the safest pick in this year's draft. Incredible young man, great leadership skills, but on the court, he's no slouch either. At 6'5", can be the lead guard, can set his teammates up, but can also play off the ball, which will be great for Kobe White and also Dunn in Chicago in the backcourt. So he gives them a lot of versatility. His length will be an added bonus in the backcourt for the Chicago Bulls. And with Billy Donovan coming in as the new coach and him bringing in Maurice Cheeks, Hall of Fame point guard, that's the perfect combination to really get Tyrese Haliburton to fulfill his potential in becoming a tremendous player at the NBA level. The number 5 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Onyeka Okongwu out of USC. Onyeka Okongwu is a 6'9" power forward, but does a little bit of everything. Can handle the ball like a wing player, runs the floor extremely well, dives on the floor, just makes plays when it's necessary. High motor guy, and his skill set is going to allow him to really have a tremendous upside. Many people think he can develop into a Bam Adebayo type, a kind of guy that you can run offense through. an underrated passer for a big. He's going to have to improve his jump shot in today's pace and space NBA. But this young man, a lot of people think has the highest upside in the draft. With the number 6 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Deni Avdija from Israel. The Hawks have a nice young nucleus with Trae Young, John Collins, and Clint Capella. Deni Avdija, coming in at 6'9", could fit really nice in the wing position. He's a do-it-all type of player. He can put it on the deck and create for his teammates. His outside shot is good enough to keep people honest. He can go in the post and score. He draws double teams and sets up his defenders. His knowledge of the game is really, really high. And for a Hawks team or franchise that really is desperate to get to the playoffs, this is a young franchise that needs another piece, but Deni Avdija is the type of player that can get them over the hump. With the number 7 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Killian Hayes from France. He just played in Germany, but he's from France. Killian Hayes is a 6'5" power lead guard. Does a great job in ball screen actions, can get into the paint at will, has an assortment of floaters and runners to be able to finish over taller defenders. He does a great job of a wraparound pass with his left hand cross court to shooters on the wing in the corners. The one thing that may slow him down is that he's really left hand dominant. Don't know if he can wipe his behind with his right hand. Don't know if that's possible, but he's a big physical guard and loves to defend. Really loves to defend. So Troy Weaver, the new GM, will start his career out selecting Killian Hayes for the Detroit Pistons. With the number 8 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Obi Toppin out of Dayton University. Obi Toppin could have very well been the NCAA Player of the Year, and some people had him as such. A 6'9", do-it-all, wing, kind of power forward guy. He's kind of a hybrid player. Has really good range from outside, is an above average athlete, can really finish around the rim. And the New York Knicks, you know, they need everything. But this guy has got some experience, and he played for Anthony Grant at Dayton, which lets you know that he will pick up NBA defensive schemes maybe quicker than any other rookie in this class. Look for Obi Toppin to make a big splash in the Big Apple. The number 9 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Isaac Okoro out of Auburn University. Isaac Okoro is one of these guys that the NBA covets. A physically strong 3-and-D guy, meaning that they can guard wing defenders, they can guard guards, and they can even switch out on big men. At 6'6", 230, he is physically ready for any challenge the NBA throws at him. He's an underrated decision maker with the ball. He can be in ball screen situations. He can get downhill at the rim, and his body allows him to finish over larger opponents. His jumper is really suspect. That's going to be an area of his game that he's really going to have to dedicate to round out himself into a quality NBA player. But his defensive prowess and his physical prowess really answers a couple of needs that the Washington Wizards desperately need to fill. The number 10 pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Patrick Williams out of Florida State. Patrick Williams is a 6'8" wing player with a 6'11" wingspan. Is an excellent rebounder from the wing position, a willing defender like almost all the players that come out of Florida State. His catch and shoot ability is not quite where he wants it to be, but he can deck it and create his own shot, and his length on both ends of the floor will really help a young Phoenix Suns team that showed a tremendous amount of promise in the bubble.